segue because somebody who does wear pants, Keon Ellis, he wears shorts as a matter of fact when he's out there as one of the newest members of the Sacramento Kings. He's impressed quite a few people, and Jason Ross was kind enough to sit down with Keon in the tunnel somewhere in Vegas and talk to him about being a Sacramento King.
So here we are with one of the newest Kings, Keon Ellis. Keon, how does that even just sound to you? A two-way contract, member of the Sacramento Kings.
Honestly, I don't know how to explain it. Just glad to be here. It still hasn't hit me yet, that I'm in the NBA, but just trying to feel things out. Like I said, excited to be here. Excited for the new opportunities, but just happy to be here and playing with new guys.
Yeah. So your journey, obviously a really good college player. You're hopeful that draft night goes your way. Mm-hmm. When it didn't, what was that next phase like? Just trying to, work out for teams and land on a team, ultimately the Kings.
Well, I mean, at that point, like the workouts and everything was already done. So I think teams were calling my agent. He was asking me or at least telling me the scenarios that teams were offering. And I think Sacramento called, and I mean, we liked what we were hearing from them before the draft and everything. So we thought it was a good opportunity.
What was the feedback your agent was getting or from other teams about you and your style, and what kind of things were you hearing?
I mean, pretty much all of the same things, kind of a 3-and-D guy. That was more so my role. But I think just from other teams, they just had to see who was on the board when it was their time to pick. We had a good amount of teams that had interest, but it just seemed like every time it was that team's turn to pick, the pick got traded or something. So it just didn't happen.
Reading stuff about, 3-and-D is a great label to get into the league, but you can score too. Like, so it sounded like at Alabama, you got your minutes established first because of the defense. Is that kind of how it happened for you?
That is most definitely how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And was part of that, I guess, also a numbers game? Who was at Primo, Herb Jones? Like, did they also help you just seeing what they did, how they became pros, and that, like, look, I was behind some great people, and now last year was your time to shine?
Yeah, I think playing behind Herb, learning a lot from him and seeing how he evolved from his junior year to his senior year and all the things he accomplished really kind of just opened up my mind to the thought, that it's not impossible to make it happen. So definitely learned a lot from him.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to establish now that you're actually with the team playing here? A lot of eyes are on you, or on Nimi and Keegan. So, what are you, besides winning, what are you personally trying to get out of your summer league experience?
Honestly, other than winning, probably just, having a good time with the team. We all, we get along off the court, when we're on the bus, watching film. We're all, bonding, talking to each other, feeling each other out, seeing what other guys like. But it's definitely a good experience off the court, a good group of guys to be around. But definitely just want to win for sure. Yeah.
You want one of those rings, don't you?
Oh, my goodness, man, I do.
They should have one retroactive. The guys won last years ago, too, as well. You were talking about team bonding. Saw Top Golf. How's your golf game?
My golf game is terrible. I thought I could do just about any sport, but at least when it comes to golf, I could definitely use some work. But I didn't get to go to the Top Golf. I had to do like the whole rookie transition thing.
Gotcha.
So,
did you hear like who was bragging? Who represented themselves well out there?
I heard Bobby is good.
Yes. He's good.
Yeah. I heard he's good. Him and Keegan and a couple other guys went golfing one morning, and I think it was Bobby versus Frankie. I guess they were the two top guys. I think Frankie came out with the win. Yeah. So at least that's what I overheard.
How about your background growing up in Florida, JUCO first, then to Alabama? What was like growing up in Florida with your family, and your brother played, like pretty competitive family? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, all of my immediate family, me, my older brother, younger brother, older sister, all played sports growing up. So we were all athletic in our own ways. My older brother and younger brother, they played football. My older brother played football and basketball. They all played a little bit of everything. I personally just told myself if I'm going to do anything serious, it's going to be in basketball. So I stopped playing all other sports and focused on basketball and just try to. I realized I was kind of good at it, and just trying to keep going forward with it. And I mean, I had a couple of offers out of high school, and then a grade situation had happened, and I still could have went Division I, but just decided that it would have been better if I went JUCO, and went JUCO 2 years, had a good 2 years there, had a lot of team success, and it landed some eyes on me after my sophomore year, and Alabama was my favorite school growing up. So when they offered, it was kind of it wasn't like I was like definitely going there, but they were high on my list. So ended up at Alabama after that, and I mean, that's where just the whole defensive mindset thing came in, and it's landed me here.
How did Alabama become your school, being from Florida? That's some pretty heated rivalries back there.
It really was just I think the first time I've watched a college football game, like I don't know where, I might have been just somewhere in a store or at a restaurant or something, and they were on the TV, and like they were really good, and they were blowing the team out that they were playing. So I was like, oh, I like them. First day they were just winning, I started liking them, and I think after that, a lot of people would always ask if you had a choice to go with any school you want. I would tell them Alabama, and they would be like, well, that's a football school, and my first year there, we won the SEC championship. Yeah. So it's not really just a football school anymore. So definitely kind of turned it around, and it was fun being there.
So it's been Roll Tide ever since.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nothing else.
Yeah, talking with Keon Ellis here, new member of the Kings. So what are you trying to work on for your own game? I mean, I know everybody's always trying to improve. What do you think you need to still work on here as you develop?
I think just my size. I think I could get bigger, faster. Guys are definitely better at this level, so definitely could do that. I mean, as far as like the skill aspect, still want to get better. Playing on the ball, whether it's making decisions, initiating an offense, stuff like that. I think those are the things that I need to get better on, at least right now.
You obviously know the Kings in the past have really struggled defensively as a team. Is that something you think when you get an opportunity you can help provide, whether it's in practice and games, just your intensity on that perimeter?
I'm going to do that regardless. Even if they were a good team, that's just how I kind of play. So just always go out there and with a play hard mindset, make the right plays, and just kind of let everything fall where it may. So just go out there and try to play hard on the defensive end, get stops, deflections, disrupt the offense, and try to get us easy baskets on the other end.
So as a guy that clearly has this defensive mentality, have you had that dream of that NBA moment that, okay, I'm ISO at the top, who do you see on the other side of you that you'd like to have a crack at? Like, all right, let's see what I'm made of. Let's see what they're made of.
I mean, honestly, I haven't thought of anything like that. But I'd be down for whoever. I mean, I'm just confident in my defensive ability. So whoever wants to, try to ISO me out, I don't get scared when I'm ISO'd out. I'm, okay, well, this is what we're doing. So now let's do it. So
I know you have to have the confidence. Is there if someone's bigger, is that a problem? Quicker, or do you just take on any challenge? I
mean, I take on any challenge. Not really too worried about what anybody else brings to the table. Like if someone's bigger, faster, whatever. Just I know what I am trying to accomplish is just force them into what we can live with. So whether it be if it's a smaller, faster guy, and I'm just gonna use my length and force him to finish over length. If he's gonna beat us by going to the rim and finishing over me a numerous amount of times, and that's what the game plan is, then I can live with that. If it's a stronger guy, and we're living with him, shooting contested jumpers, we're living with that as well. But I don't think, guys being bigger or faster is a problem I haven't ran into.
I don't know how much you know about Sacramento or at this point even Stockton, but we have some pretty crazy fans. And if they see you with that effort, they're going to be a fan favorite pretty quickly. What do you know about the city that you're going to call home here soon?
I honestly don't know too much. I haven't been to Sacramento, but only twice. So I don't know too much, but I mean,
you'll get there.
Yeah. I'm excited to go out there and see how it is.
Awesome. Well, it's nice to meet you and welcome to the Kings.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Keon Ellis and Jason Ross. Well done.